Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Migrant Hope channel. In this video, we will be talking about why one, it's important. You have to have a savings account. I've talked about this multiple times. But more importantly, you need to have two kinds of savings accounts. You need to have an emergency fund and you need to have an investment account. Are those the same thing? Not according to my theory. My theory is tested, it is tried, it is proven. It makes a difference if you have two separate savings accounts. Now, stay tuned because if you want to find out why, how important this is, you need to watch the rest of the video. So stay tuned and thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And yay! All right, guys, the cap had to go. It just has to go. But anyways, so the first thing before I even go into like the depth of like the difference between your emergency fund and your investment fund is, I think bottom line, we all know that it's important to have an investment account. To have a savings account, I've talked about this a lot, my previous videos, very important. You need to be able to pay yourself, right? But what I want to challenge us with today is saying that you can have a savings account, but I think it's important that you have two kinds of savings accounts. You have an emergency fund and you have an investment fund. Now, I'm going to break it down for all of us so you kind of get the gist of both of them and you see why and how it works. And this is not clickbait, this is real, this is proven and tested. And you guys know me, as much as I talk a lot about all these finance related things, not even that much accounting, just CPA related stuff and just self-development. These are things that I incorporate into my life. I tell my clients this, I tell people that I'm friends, family, very close with, who just say, oh, I have a question about so and so. I give them that same advice. They've worked for me and I'm pretty regular schmegler, so I don't know why they would not work for you. And I know that we're all different people, but it tends to work, so I think you should consider it. So the first thing is for an emergency fund, just as the name goes, right? Emergency. Once you hear of it or think about it, you know that it's supposed to be an account that captures all your basic necessities. It's supposed to be that one account that captures, like, God forbid you lose your job today, or if you're an entrepreneur and you don't have a stable source of income, if you're not getting as many clients within a certain period of time, this fund is supposed to help you survive on your basic necessities. Now, very important, your emergency fund is not to fund your travel. It is to fund basic necessities in your life. Literally basic necessities, which is food, water, shelter, and whatever you consider else a necessity. Now, for myself, my basic necessities are my rent, which has to get paid. I live in New York. I don't own a place, so I need to be able to pay. Even if I own the place, my mortgage would have been a basic necessity. Food, I have a certain budget for that each month. Utilities have to get paid. Utilities inclusive of Wi-Fi. That's important. And another thing that I factor into my basic necessities are getting my nails done. So whatever you term that, okay, in each month, you want to always make sure that you're good. So my hair and my nails, if you know me, like, I cannot go outside looking crazy. Like, I wouldn't even go outside if my shirt is not ironed properly. Like, that's just who I am. So I have to make sure that, I don't necessarily have to do my nails all the time, because there was a point last year where I was like trying to really save and I was not getting my nails done. But of course, it's not a basic necessity. If I die, it's not that important, but it's something that I like to do. And the way I do it is, so I've told you my rent is $11.50, and I'm going to share figures with you guys to just show you how true this is for me. So my rent is about $11.50 each month, and then I pay about $100 for food. And I'm going to do a whole video on how I've been able to budget $100 for food and survive on it, living and working in New York City. And then I have utilities, Wi-Fi utilities, I would say about $80, because now with winter it's kind of cold, so the heater is usually on in my room. And then the next piece would be like if I have to incorporate getting my nails, and that's about $30. So guys, point of the story is, all together each month I estimate about $1,500 for my basic necessities, and then I multiply that by 3. And the reason that'll give me $4,500. The reason I multiply that by 3 is, on average, it takes someone about 3 months to be able to look for and find a new role. and a new job. So that's why a lot of people use 3 months, and that's why I use 3 months. So that's what sits in my emergency fund. Now I will talk about your investment fund. As the name goes as well, your investment fund is meant to capture what you want to invest in. Now, within your investment fund, it's anything that you know I want to invest on myself, whether it's going back to school, whether it's taking a course. You have that separate account to be able to just say, okay, this is what I'm investing in myself on. It could be your fund where, or your account where you're saving to buy a house, to open up a business, whatever the case may be. So that's where you keep all the money that you're actually taking to invest in yourself. So one thing that I do want to emphasize on is, as an investment, it's an investment fund or an investment account. It's mainly like, take it as like, okay, I'm investing in myself as a human being. As part of that, my percentage that goes into my investment fund is about 33% of every paycheck. Now that's pretty high, and the reason I'm doing that for now is because I have a goal, and I have what I'm saving for to invest in. So that's why, and this account, it's supposed to help you be able to tailor your goals so that you're actually saving for a purpose. It's not that you're just having money in there. It's not supposed to be used for any other reason other than investing in yourself. Now I also have 5 out of that 33%. 5% of whatever sits in that account is mainly for my travel. Now, travel is a way that I choose to invest in myself, because by traveling, and I like traveling a lot domestically, because I've gone to a good, I'm not at my 50 state mark, but I'm close to. But by being able to travel, I've been able to like explore so many things about the US. There are a lot of different cultural differences between the south and the north part where I live, I live northeast more so. But in any case, that's what I choose to invest in on myself. So that's what I would typically say that investment account is for. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I strongly advise against people having one account. You as using it's a savings account and you use emergency and investment. No, because sometimes you may double dip, and you don't want a situation that, God forbid, you lose your job and you don't have enough. You're now dipping into your investment fund, which is supposed to be what you're using to better yourself. And if you do lose your job one day, what that investment fund can say is, okay, you can take some of that money, take a course, take a certification that will now help you to be able to find another job. Separating your account is probably one of the best tools that I've ever heard and learned. And I also learned this from my girl I don't do budget. So she said that, and she tried it. I've tried it, several tested. I've used this, guys. It works. Like having a separate account for investment and having a separate account for savings, and both of them are savings accounts. And I would advise that when you open them, do not ask for a debit card. It's not supposed to be a card that you swipe. It's just supposed to be a card that it's you keep the money in there if you need it, and then you only grab it when you need it. Let's say you need the money out of your investment fund to pay for like a course or something that you're taking. You now transfer that to like your regular miscellaneous account that you use for just regular schmegular purchases, and then you can transfer that and use that at that point. But it's very important that you separate them. It would help you to be able to track your money better. You're just not double dipping, and then you don't feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck, because that's very important. So I hope this helps, and I hope that you can incorporate this. I guess the only downside that I would think with this is just another account to manage. But if you set up direct deposit, which most of us do anyways, it's going to be very easy. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this, and try it. If it works, let me know. If it doesn't, let me know why it didn't work for you. I'm really interested in learning and knowing as well. Thank you guys so much, and I really hope that you have a good day. Remember to always share, like, and subscribe, and thank you so much for your support. Have a good day.